America's show now. It's America's show. The greatest show on the planet. Are you ready to have a good time? Say yeah again. Yeah. Without further ado, we bring to you my friend, your friend, everybody's friend, Mr. Paul Santos.
Feeling tonight? Oh, what a crowd, Chubbs. What a crowd we have for you tonight. I feel lots of energy with a capital E. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, how about that introduction from the sidekick of the century, the Sultan of Sexy, Mr. Chops Turner. There he is.
Chubby!
I told you he was the Sultan of Sexy. Look at that right there, man. Woo, woo. Wow. Speaking of sexy, say hello to Gary Langer and Artie DeMello and the PSL Band.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. 60, baby.
The best band in all the land. Well, as you know, we highlight the talented, the interesting, and the entertaining from our area. Oh, what a lineup we have here tonight. Starting with the music of David Spencer is in the house tonight. We have an outstanding comic. Her name is Patty Gould is in the house. The most positive and upbeat person I know. She's been on the show 3 times, and you'll find out why when we talk to her. Jennifer Potter is here tonight.
Jennifer!
And how about our outstanding comedy director, Allie Entry, Allison Diane is here tonight.
Yeah, that's my line, man.
By the way, I want to do a special shout out to those who are watching on ABC6 in Providence. Good morning.
Good morning.
And a shout out to those watching on Channel 95 in the New Bedford area. And last but not least, if you're watching the live stream on this very Monday night on YouTube or on Facebook, type in a little hello, make a comment, you know, be interactive, Chops, right? Don't you want to say something? Yeah, say something to Chops. Chops will say right back at you, baby, right back at you. Call me right there. And we'll comment right back to you. Okay, real quick, let's get caught up in the news. How about that, huh? Hey, you know, Chops, a woman by the name of Olivia Cupo. She's the former Miss Universe and Cranston, Rhode Island native. She's going to be getting married. How about that? Let's hear it for her. That's right, yeah. Now, she could have got married anywhere in the entire world, being a former Miss Universe, but she picked her hometown of Cranston, Rhode Island. Imagine that. Hey, you got to really, I think you got to respect that. Hey, you know how Rhode Island is. I heard it was a shotgun wedding. Hey, you get down on one knee right now. Let's go. You're marrying her, okay?
You do. I do.
The reception is easy to find. You take a left at that Dunkin' Donuts, or right at that Dunkin' Donuts, a left at that. Make a U-turn at the Newport Creamery, you can find it. Hey, you know, downtown Providence has the Superman building. You know what that is? There's a building in downtown Providence that looks just like the building they used in the original Superman series. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's finally getting some repairs done to it.
Yeah, that's the
And it's about time, I gotta tell you, because you know, that building is old. I mean real old.
How old is it?
I'll tell you, it was so old that it's gonna take a lot of men of steel to fix it.
That's me right here.
Chops used to be a man of steel, but that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
The steel is still holding up, I think. Hey, by the way, I heard that Lois Lane is helping fix up their building. Yeah, she's got good infrastructure.
Where's the bucket?
I'm sorry.
Without the bucket.
Hey, by the way, did you hear this news? The Ringling Brothers Circus is returning to Providence. How about that? Hey, wait a minute. I didn't know Congress was visiting from Washington.
Oh! Wow!
Hey, you know what they say about good politicians? They're like shorts. They should be changed frequently.
That is very true.
Actually, I got a politician that's going to be on the show in a couple of weeks. The singing city councilor, Shane Burgo, is a really good guy. So he's an exception to that rule. He's an exception. Hey, I want to tip my cap to our great fire department, the New Bedford Fire Department, because they got everyone out safe in a recent house fire in New Bedford. Let's hear it for the New Bedford Fire Department. Well, it turns out that recent house fire started by an illegal marijuana growing operation.
What?
By the way, in a related story, Gary, those 5 fire extinguishers just came in from Amazon.
Yeah! Hey, Chops, no, the only way my stuff burns is into my lungs, lovey.
Hey, if you're looking for a suspect, we're going to run right over here, I'll tell you. All of me, all of me. Don't burn all of me.
Yeah, no, don't.
I'm sorry. Hey, let's go over to the other side of the world, see if we can find some humor. You know, in the Netherlands, Chops, all the way over in the Netherlands, they have National Redhead Day. That means we kind of, celebrate all the people who are redheads. Hey, wait a minute. That reminds me of one of Chops' exes. Karina Carrot Top. She wasn't just a carrot top either.
Hey, it's a carrot bottom.
I'm sorry.
Why is it that we're the only ones laughing at your jokes, man? Me and Chops are getting such a kick out of it.
That was a damn good one right there.
That was great.
Hey, by the way, that Karina Carrot Top, she played a little baseball. Don't you remember, Chops? Yeah, she went by the Big Red Machine. Hey, sometimes you gotta quit while you're ahead, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Kourtney Kardashian, she just had a baby. Kourtney Kardashian, oh my God. That's all we need, another Kardashian to keep up with, you know?
Oh, jeez.
Soon they're gonna put a bumper sticker on the Kardashian car. Another Kardashian on board.
Oh. If I could make crickets, the sound of crickets, that's what you'd be hearing right now.
The question is, where are they going to put one more Kardashian? I mean, with all those big booties, where's it going to go? You know?
That's true.
Speaking of big booties,
Well, now where are you going to go with this one? That's what I want. Where are you going to go with this one?
I am now going to deliver the final joke of the night. Oh, my God. Wow. Hey, Chops.
Now they're awake.
Hey, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one, Chops. I feel it. I saved my best for last over here. Are you getting ready? Get ready to roll in the aisles over here. No. There's a weight loss pill. You've heard about the weight loss pill. It may be approved very soon by the Food and Drug Administration. Wow, I can't believe that. I mean, they have a pill for everything. Just think about this, Chops. They got a, yeah, except for Casey. They don't have one for him just yet. That's going to take years.
No, that's an IV. It's not a pill. It comes in an IV.
Yeah, intravenous. No, but think about this, Chops. No, really. Listen. There's a pill for everything, right? So, Chops, think about the Saturday night you could have, right? You can eat like a pig, take the weight loss pill. Then have a drink, take the heart attack pill. Then you can go home and take one of those performance-enhancing pills. Then you can take another heart attack pill. Then you can wake up the next morning and your spouse can take the morning after pill. Now if they could just come out with Crazy Casey's hangover pill, we'd have something. The final joke. All right, we have a great show. Everybody feeling good tonight? Yeah. Hey, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors. How about the very place where we come from every Monday night? They actually let us do this. Can you believe that? Mikey B's, ladies and gentlemen.
Mikey B!
Somehow we talked them into it. We have, let's see, J&J Materials. Yeah, I like him.
J&J.
Attorney John Seed, a fellow barrister of mine. Yes, that's right. Tomatoes Italian Grill with Chops Things every Saturday night. Let's see, how about Dying for Laughs with our own Allison Dyan?
Yes,
yeah. Cisco New Bedford. Alden Court. And last but not least, the gentleman. He's so talented. He's so skilled. He puts up the lights. He puts up the cameras. He plugs in the wires. He does all his stuff. And he's from Bristol County Media, Mr. Aaron Cadieux.
Aaron the Baron.
I've been a little harsh in teasing Paul lately, but my kids are here with me tonight, and I wouldn't want to promote elder abuse in front of them, so I'm not going to say anything.
That's right. Good bet, buddy.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, we have a great lineup. We got Jen Potter, Patty Gould, Dave Spencer, all coming up. We're going to start with a little comedy. But first, say hello to the best band in all the land. It's Gary Langevin, Arnie DeMello, and the PSL band. Here they are. We're joined by John Ferreira of J&J Materials out here in Rehoboth, Massachusetts. John, always good to see you.
Thank you. Always good to see you too.
You know, I know you've had great success here in your business. How did you get into this particular business?
I bought this property and decided to open a little retail yard, you know, something small for small contractors. And the J&J came from my two kids, John and Janelle.
How long have you had this business?
So J&J opened in 1993. Nantucket Pavers, 1996. We manufacture and sell patio blocks to Home Depot in 48 states. And turned into a pretty huge operation, as you can see. We got 5 stores, 2 in Rhode Island, 3 in Massachusetts, and we're the largest landscape supplier in southeastern Mass and Rhode Island. We've always got good staff and over 100 employees, and I've got a lot of people that have been with me over 30 years.
How much inventory do you have here?
So J&J has on pretty much at all times between $5 and $6 million worth of pavers, stone, mulch, landscape supplies, masonry supplies, cultured stone for chimneys, anything you need for your home.
You also have trucks coming and going all the time.
Yes, oh yeah, there's trucks picking up aggregates, picking up stone, bark mulch, screen loom. You know, a lot of mason contractors come for their mason sand and their cement. So yeah, it's a busy place. From the bringing in the material to getting it delivered to the home to servicing and selling the customer. It's all very important. You know, if you need landscape supplies, come to J&J.
Love those guys. Gary Lanzavin, Arnie DeMello, and the Paul Santos Live Show Band. There they go. All right, a couple of quick shout outs looking in from Niagara Falls, New York. Lynn Marie Scrivano. How about that? And David Robinson looking in tonight. Thank you very much. And hey, before we begin, a special shout out to one of our favorite followers here. He's a little under the weather, spent a little time in the hospital, but is recovering. He's in the audience tonight. Say hello to Mr. Nate Case. Thank you for being here tonight.
Mr. Nate, we missed you. We missed you.
It takes a lot for somebody not to drag themselves down here, I guess. I don't know what that is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our director of comedy, Allison Dyan.
Hi.
Allison, how are you?
I'm doing good.
What have you been up to?
My husband and I, we had a little dinner party over the weekend.
Yeah?
And it actually turned a little contentious.
Oh.
Yeah, because one of our friends, she has a son who just turned 18. And he's still living with her. And she is debating whether she should charge him rent. Right? And this became a very hot button topic at the dinner table.
I'm sure.
Right? And my husband chimes in. He says, yeah, of course, you know, charge him rent, which makes sense because my husband's mother started charging him rent when he was still in the womb.
Ooh. He was born with a debt.
Wow.
Yeah, as soon as he popped out, she was like, you owe me 9 months rent.
I love it.
Then she looked down and said, an extra for property damage.
Oh, wow.
But I feel a little bit differently. My parents weren't like that. They were a little bit different with money. Like when I was a kid, they weren't really fast and loose with the toy money. When I was 10, I wanted to get Barbie's dream house. They made me take out a mortgage.
Oh, yeah, well, hey, can't blame them. Can't blame them.
No, I can't. I'm still paying that down.
I'm sure.
I am. But they never charged me rent.
Oh, that's good.
Right. And one day I asked my dad why. And he said, well, honey, it's because we love you. We enjoy living with you. And just so you know that once you start charging someone rent, if you ever want to kick them out, you have to go through the whole eviction process. But this way, I can just kick you out whenever I want.
What do people think about that? Like, should adult kids, like, should they contribute to the rent? What do you think? What do you think?
Of course. Unless they're in school. Unless they're in school.
Unless they're in school?
Unless they're in school. Then they definitely got to pay the rent.
I thought we were going to get a higher response than that.
It's a hot button topic.
It is a hot button topic. I guess it depends how old they are, too. Like, if they're 45, that's a little different than, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I lived with my parents till I got married, so I can't say anything. I can't.
That's old school. That's how I did it too.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, hey, we got a great comic here tonight. I know you're director of comedy. You always seem to find these funny people around the New England area. How about this lady tonight? I was talking to her before. I can tell she's a funny lady.
Oh, definitely. You are going to love Patty Gould. She has been a staple on the New England comedy scene for a very long time. She's hilarious, and I love bringing funny female comics here, so I'm excited.
Well, you know, being a female comic yourself, you know, we do need more female comics around, I think. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we need more women comics around here. Come on now.
Yes, we need more women in general.
Hey, you know who's a really good female comic? My wife. She's always zinging me at home, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's hilarious.
She's hilarious. Because I tell you the stuff that you won't let me use, you know.
I know, she should let you use it. It's so funny.
It's always the best stuff.
And what patience she must have.
Yes, you must, I know. Well, anyway, we have a great comic here tonight. Put your hands together for Patty Gould.
Hey, everybody. I'm thrilled to be here. My name is Patty Gould, and I am from Charlestown, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Charlestown. Yes, sir.
Bunker Hill, 02129. We are the most eastern neighborhood in the city. And people seem to think when I travel other places telling comedy that I talk funny. I'll give you an example. I was just out in San Francisco for the comedy festival, and they were like, say park your car and have a job. And I really got so sick of doing it. I finally said, listen, Lovey, you come to Boston, okay? Now you have to take the Salt and Pepper Bridge over to get to Cambridge, because that's where Harvard Yard is. And you try parking there. Because if you do, you're going to make the evening news, yeah, and you're going to end up in handcuffs. Because you are not allowed to park your car in Harvard Yard. It is for pedestrians only. Sometimes I do have to give up, though, like, I'll give you an, you know, being born and bred there, I know I have an accent, right? But I didn't think it was that bad until last year, right around this time. My grandson came home from school, and he said to his mom, Mom, when did Grammy come to America? She was like, why do you think my mother isn't from America? And he said, well, Mom, when she was minding us the other night, she talks funny. We were downstairs. She said, oh, my God, get out of the base. Get out of the cellar. Look at your dungarees. And your sneakers, they're filthy. Has anybody seen my pocketbook? He said, Mom, she can't even swear right. She called us a pack of assholes. Listen, I wouldn't mind if this child lived in Pennsylvania, California, Nevada. He lives in Wakefield, Massachusetts, which is about 8 miles from where I live. So I guess I talk funny. I'm going to give it to him, yeah. But let me tell you a little bit. I am from Charlestown, and I have a little reputation. I'm a dilly-dally, I'm always late, and it aggravates people, right? And I've been like this my whole life. I'll let you in on a little secret. I got married at 19 years old because I was late. Now you're singing Charlestown, Massachusetts in 1976. If you were in that family way, you were not going to be a single parent. You were going to be an unwed mother. And my Teamster Local 25 father was going to have none of that. So off to the parish priest we went, we got married. Now we had 4 kids in 5 years. I know, well that's how I felt. But he was a firefighter and I was a preschool teacher. We had no rhythm. Of course, no one in town was surprised when we had to get married because Charlestown High School class of 1974, I was voted most likely to conceive.
Nice.
I think it had something to do with the big hips, I don't know. But I'll tell you, having kids that early, you know, put a lot of pressure on the marriage and you know, like you learn how to discipline from your own parents, right? And in my generation, like people kind of got the crap kicked out of them a lot of times. And it wasn't that their parents were bad. It was just that they like, you know, spare the rod and spoil the child. But my mother didn't feel like that, right? The worst she would do is like, knock it off. You're going to bed with no supper. Well, as you can see, I was a pretty good little kid. Now let's fast forward. I have my own 4 little kids, right? I had 4 kids in 5 years, right? And timeout was becoming prevalent. So when they were being fresh, I would say, knock it off. Or you're going to bed, you know, you're going in timeout. Well, it wasn't timeout in their room, wasn't like a punishment because they had VCRs and Nintendos, right? So I smartened up and I put them in timeout in my room because the only thing in my room was dirty laundry. But listen, I always said to my husband, Lovey, when we're married for 50 years, I'm going to dip myself in sparkly jewelry. He said, over my dead body. Didn't the son of a gun die a month before our 40th? Well, listen, it was a little bittersweet. My big, strong firefighter husband got dementia. Dementia wasn't too bad because most days he did forget he hated my guts. And I had a great support system, Jack Daniels and Tara Lee. And come to find out, like when he passed away, right? I'm late at getting a lot of things, but I wasn't late getting the sparkly jewelry. Thank you. Liberty, 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 liberty. Hey, my name's Patty Gould. Thanks for having me on the show.
Patty Gould, ladies and gentlemen. Grab a seat over here. Bring that mic with you, Patty.
Yeah, that might help, huh?
Grab a seat. Patty Gould, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo.
Hey, that was a great set. Thank you very much for being on the Paul Santos live show. Very nice to meet you.
I'll tell you, it's tough to only do in 5 minutes. I was like nervous, you know?
Nervous, huh? You know.
Well, I was going to go over. 5 minutes goes by fast.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. You're
so.
telling me. Except for my 5 minutes drag. Gee, you know, that thing about, you know, being, you know, obviously you married a long time, very happy that you had all that time with your husband, but, you know, now that he passed, have you ever thought about getting back into, like, the dating scene and stuff?
Well, here's the thing. I got married at 19 years old. And things are dating scene is very different, you know. So I can't do that online stuff, and it's tough to meet people. So actually, I use my comedy circuit as like a networking to meet people.
Oh, wow.
Because listen, I'm a 1956 classic with only one previous owner, right? I did have this fella from the Cape take me out for a test drive, but he kicked the tires a little bit too hard. So I'm on the market now. Whenever I go, I close up my sets and I go, listen, if you have a brother, a next door neighbor, a cousin, and you send them to Charleston and have them look up Patty Gould.
Hey, yeah, that's great. All right, sounds good.
So far it hasn't worked out though.
Hey, that whole thing, you know, you go on Carfax and you try to find out how many owners there were.
Yeah.
One owner, you know what I mean? That's a pristine condition, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's terrific. That's terrific. But you know, Aaron here, right? He's been kind of doing a little bit of the same thing. And you know, the thing is, it is difficult, right? When you go online, I mean, obviously I've been married a long time, so I never had to do this online stuff. Hey, there are some people here. Got a real great couple over here. Met online right here.
Really?
Can I say your names?
Wow.
Grace and Nate, they met online.
Good for
Yeah.
them.
And now look at this. They've been happily married for what, 15? 17 years, see?
Wow.
So it can happen. It can happen.
All right. Well, you know what? I was thinking about going online because I'm thinking it might even be just good for the material.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Exactly.
The fee
yeah.
that they charge, it might be good for the material. I don't know.
Well, you know, I don't know a lot about that, but I do know that there's like lower brow dating sites, and then there's like, you know, Match.com and more
Right.
professional stuff. But then
Yeah.
there's like some that you kind of got down in the gutter. So be careful with those, you know.
I'll be very careful. I'll tell you, when my husband was getting ready to pass, right? We had hospice come in, and all my children came home, of course, right? And my son, who lives in Manchester, New Hampshire, had never left his little kids before, right? So he's got them on his cell phone, and he's saying goodnight to them, but he got them on speaker so I can hear them, because they always lighten up your heart, right? And he's like, Dad, I bet you're really sad that Pa's going to go to heaven. He's like, yeah, honey. He said, but Jesus is in heaven. He goes, oh, I know. He goes, well, you know what, Dad? Don't be too sad, because you can always get a stepdad. So now when I go out, I get all gussied up, and I call my son. I go, hey, I might find you a stepdad tonight. I don't know. And he gets so mad. So mad. It's like payback.
Well, just stay away from those, Gary knows a little bit about this, the hookup sites. Yeah, you've got to be careful.
I don't know a thing about those hookup sites. What would I know about any such thing like that? I mean, do I look like I need hookup sites? I mean, really? I'll take that as a yes. I do look like I need hookup sites, right? It's called baldguywiththebassethound.com. And you'll find everything you need in one place.
So, Patty, doing comedy about a decade, right?
Yes.
So what do you got going in the future? You got some shows coming up and stuff like that you like to mention?
So Friday night, I'm at Jocks, which is the oldest gay bar in New England.
Oh, wow, how about that? Yeah, that's right.
I have a 9 o'clock show coming up at Jocks. Jocks is a great place if you're celebrating a birthday, a bachelor party. It's a really cool place. It's quite iconic.
Yeah, right.
It's a thrill to be there.
Now that you mentioned it, I mean, I don't want to get personal here. You're a heterosexual lady, are you?
Yes.
All right, so your chances you're not going to meet anybody at this place.
No, I know. You know what? It's the only old bar. I perform at bars all over Boston.
That was a terrible question, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
No, but I perform in all these bars all over Boston.
Yeah.
And they've all changed names. You know, they've got new companies. And I always say to someone, hey, Lovey, can you go in the men's room and put my cell phone number up? Because but I'm not going to have to say that at Jocks. You know what I mean? I'm safe.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming down. She actually came down on short notice. We had a cancellation. Got a hold of Patty Gould. We thank Allison for that. We had a great time with you. You're a terrific lady.
It's thrilled to be here. Thank you, everybody.
Patty Gould, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the PSL band, and then David Spencer is on deck. We'll be right back. Hey, Gary, Andrew Ryan looking in from London, England.
Hello, Andrea. So nice for tuning in. It's not the same without you.
Michael Consaccio looking in tonight. Conman chops, yeah. All right, Gary Langevin, Arnie DeMello, it's the PSL band.
Thank you, Paul.
I love those guys. Those guys are awesome. All right, a couple of quick shout-outs tonight. Kevin Robertson is looking in tonight. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Aaron, I'm over here. Oh, okay. Let's see. Who's looking in tonight? Let's see. How about the real deal, Joel Davis? Hey, what's going on? Don Silva, thanks for looking in tonight. How about Leon Monty, one of our classic guests? We got to get him back on the show. Good friend of mine, Gail Medeiros and Mark Medeiros, looking in tonight. And a fan of the San Francisco 49ers, Mr. Joseph Montero, looking in tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to be entertained by an outstanding singer and a real great gentleman. We're going to learn a lot about him when he comes over here to be interviewed. But for right now, would you put your hands together for a fantastic singer and a real pro, Mr. David Spencer!
Well, I'd like to say good evening and thank you for having me here. I'm just going to do this song my way because I'm too old to be doing songs other people's way. When the night has come and the land is a dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, you can stand by me. Come on and stand by me. Won't you just stand by me, stand by me. If the sky we look upon should crumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand. Let me hear y'all sing it, you know that song. Come on, sing. Stand by me. Oh, 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 stand by me. Come on, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, stand by me. Come on and stand by me. Won't you stand now? Stand by me. Stand by me.
David Spencer, ladies and gentlemen, grab a seat right over here, Mr. Spencer. Yeah, that's right. Grab a seat, sit right down over here. We're going to learn a little something about Mr. David Spencer. Hey, I got to tell you something. I like the way there was like that little delay. You know, like you came up there and you kind of played a few seconds. Grab a seat right here. Kind of played for a few seconds, and then we're like, okay, where's he going with this? And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 and everybody jumped right in. I like that little, kind of like a nice way to do the intro. Grab that mic. They call that professional?
Oh, they call that professional, yeah. Yeah.
So you're a real pro. I can tell that.
I am. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right. I can tell. I can
Listen,
tell.
I'm too old for all that nonsense. Oh, that's pride, you know. That's pride. Oh, I can't play music. Oh, I can't do it. Shut up. That's pride.
Gotta have confidence.
I can play. Yeah. I've been playing since I was 16. I just turned 70. I can play.
70. Oh, wow.
That's right. And I shouldn't have made 25. Right?
Hey.
We shouldn't have made 25 the way we lived in the 60s.
Hey, look at this guy. You know they had that show, The Golden Bachelor, and they had this handsome guy that was kind of like salt and pepper hair, you know? That could be you. Look at this handsome son of a gun over here.
I am single.
Oh. Patty, say hello to David. David, Patty.
All right. Okay.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Hey, in addition to being a musician, I know you're also a minister and you try to help people, and we really like that, you know? That's really nice.
Yeah.
Tell me about your ministry.
Okay, I've been doing that for 38 years,
Yeah.
full time. But before that, I was a thug.
A little closer to the microphone, please.
What do you want to do? Okay, this is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I grew up in New Bedford, and
New Beige, baby, yeah.
But I traveled all over the world. Played with John Williams, the Boston Pops, and off-Broadway musicals and things like that with Tavaz and Amstead Christian and all these friends, Carlton and everybody, you know, brother. We just grew up with all the brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, New Bedford. New Bedford.
Bedford.
See, you're not from New Bedford unless you say New Bedford. Then I know you're from New Bedford. But anyhow, so about 32 years old, you know, after I played with Fat Jack and all that, we used to rock this place, right? But then I just got tired of it and, you know, didn't do good in school, although I have a PhD now.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, doctor.
From
Yes.
PhD means please help Dave. No, but I have a legitimate one. It's in counseling. If any of y'all need some help, it's faith-based counseling. Okay, so let's get that straight.
Do you do group counseling?
I do group counseling.
Okay, because we can have Chops, Gary, myself, you know.
All right, if you can handle it.
You better bring backup. You better bring
You
backup.
get real and get raw, brother.
No, but all kidding aside, it's nice that you help people, so we really like hearing that. Tell me about the music, though. What do you love about music? You've been doing it for how many years? 38, did you say?
I'm 70.
Yeah, 70. So you did it since you were...
But I've been playing music since I was like, when the Beatles came out, I guess just before that, because my mother used to play the Platters and all that.
Oh, yeah,
My
yeah.
mother, when smoke gets in your eyes. You know, and they come from that.
Hey,
so
you-
I just got involved really when it came that whole British invasion.
Yeah.
You know, I got into it, the Hendrix stuff and all that. And
So wait a minute. So did you sing some of that Beatles stuff, you know?
yeah, man, yeah.
What was
Played-
like your
whatever
favorite-
They paid, I played, bro.
What was your favorite Beatles song?
Huh? You know, I like, and I love her, a love like ours could never die as long as I have you near me. Oh, that's a sweet one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I felt that. Maybe that's just from being single so long.
What about some of that stuff, like the early stuff, you know, like I saw her standing there and I want to hold your hand and all that
Well,
stuff?
I was just learning back then.
Yeah.
You know, like remember the Stones had that Satisfaction?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I was just learning. I was.
All right, let me have a-
get on the record player.
How about 30 seconds of that one? Come on, here we go. Come on. You want to hear Rolling Stones? Come on now.
No satisfaction. Come on, I can't do that. I'm a minister. I got to be good. Oh, you all will rat on me. I know how you all are.
Amen to that. They don't have to rat. He knows what you're doing.
I'm not your regular kind of minister, okay?
He knows what you're doing, man.
Let's get that straight.
I can't get no.
Yeah. Can't get none.
Satisfaction.
Can't get none.
But you're not looking for any either right now.
You're on the wrong app.
Listen.
Talk to Gary. He'll help you out.
You come to
You're on the wrong app.
I'm sorry.
no, you come to my course and you won't worry about this world at all either.
Well, no, it is good to be positive and do your ministry and stuff like that. It's really, really good work. I saw you online, so I know you're doing some good work in the community, and it's needed. It's needed.
Yeah, started in onset.
Yeah.
How many of you remember the Blue Flame? I bought that place and turned it into a church 30 years ago,
Wow.
35 years ago. Still going.
Nice.
Then I started in New Bedford. Now I got a church in New Bedford.
Nice. Now, the music, right? You not only sing like a nice cover like that, but I know you like to write and perform your own music. In
Right.
fact, you got one that you're going to do in a couple of minutes. Tell me the name of the song and what it's about and what inspired you to write this song.
All right. Make sure I don't mess this up.
Oh, by the way, is it going to work?
Yeah, the brother here did a good job.
right.
Okay, the name of the song. I write a lot of songs, right?
Yeah.
I write Christian music, but it's not like your regular gospel stuff. It's like I would consider, you know what I consider a real good Christian song? When you're down in trouble and you need a helping hand and nothing is going right, just call out my name and I'll be there.
Keep going.
That's what he would say.
Keep
That's
going.
what he
Keep
would
going.
say.
Come on, keep going.
No, we gotta go. We gotta move on. Let me tell you about the song. So anyway, all the songs, like One in a Million, Larry Graham. I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. Then I found a piece of happiness to call my own.
Keep going, come on.
Watch out.
Life is worth living once again. For to love you to me is to live.
Come on.
You're one in a million, chance of a lifetime, and life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million you. A one in a million you. He put me on the spot.
Wow.
So you can tell I've been an entertainer all my life.
Right off the cuff, just like that. Yeah, Chops loves that song and sings that song really well too. Yeah, absolutely. Smoking song. Okay, so hey, that was great. I'm glad that you're jumping right in there, off the cuff too.
Yeah.
But tell me about the song that you wrote, the one that you want to talk about.
This song is that I have a program also called Stress Less, and this song here is called Talk to Me. And my organization or my coaching business is called Kingdom Mindset Development. Let's talk about it. All right. So it's a mentoring program because that's what people need. They don't need coaching. They need somebody to talk to.
Right, exactly.
That they can
100%,
trust.
100%.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yep.
That's it. So the name of the song is called Talk to Me. And another friend of mine played all the instruments you hear, one person except the guitar and my voice and the girl singing. That's his daughter. But I hope you enjoy it. So the song is basically God saying through me to tell you, why don't you talk to him?
All right, that sounds great. Now you need the guitar for this? Or you're gonna just go up and sing right up there?
I think I'd like to play a little on it too. Let me start it first.
All right, he's gonna get set up, and in the meantime, why don't you grab the guitar right over there, and then we're gonna hear this outstanding song from David Spencer. And let's see, is that a track is Gary gonna be playing a track? Is that what he wants to know? Is Gary playing this track? No, he's not. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. He's going to hit this button over here, and we're going to pray a little bit. That's how it's going to work.
We're going to pray a lot of it.
Hey, is everybody having a good time at Mikey Beats here tonight? Yeah! All right. So great to see you out here on a Monday night. We really, really appreciate it. You're watching the Paul Santos live show. Dave, go right back to stage middle, right over to stage middle, and we'll see if we can get it going. Turn that guitar up there, Mr. Chops, audio director. All right, back to the middle. Back to stage middle. There you go. We want you to sing the song in the same place you sang the other one. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
My program called Stress Less, so let's just take it easy, okay? Take it easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, David Spencer.
Okay, and this is my dear brother. He passed away a couple of years ago. That's playing all these instruments. This brother was getting like $5,000 a song. Okay, he's that good. You'll hear it. I miss him. I cry like a baby when I take him. I use one of his albums when I do my service in the morning. I play it nice and smooth. But anyhow, it's called Talk to Me. Here it goes. Remember now, this is God talking through me to you. You got to understand that. You see this ring? When I got my PhD, I put on this ring, ambassador, because that's what the Bible says we are, ambassadors. So I'm not a religious person, but I do have a deep, deep relationship. Okay, now I'm talking into the mic. Here we go. You ready, brother?
I hope so. I'm ready.
I sing loud. I need some volume. Can you give me a little more volume? Okay. Just called to say hello. There are some things I'd like to know. Are you feeling okay? Or do you have something to say? Please relate to me. I need to know what's in your soul. You seem so very far away. Maybe your love has gone astray. Talk to me. I need to hear. Why are you distant? What do you fear? Talk to me before it's too late. Talk to me now. Don't hesitate. hesitate, talk to me. Is it the future, the unknown? Or do you want to be alone? If that's really the case, I'll sadly remove myself from your space. But listen, you are so special to me. I want you to be happy and free. And when you feel the need to talk to someone, you can talk to me, talk to me. I need to hear, why are you distant? What do you fear? Talk to me before it's too late. Talk to me now. Don't hesitate. Talk to me. Oh, I need to hear, why are you distant? What do you fear? Talk to me before it's too late. Talk to me now. Don't hesitate. Listen. These are uncertain times, and life is full of surprises. There are ebbs and flows, with this there is no denying. Things will surely change, that's what makes life exciting. But love will always remain. Nothing to fear, no sense in hiding. Talk to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear once again
Thank you
David
very much.
Spencer.
Appreciate and I'll be praying for you.
Back with more of the Paul Santos Live Show. Please stay with us. Let's go back to the PSL Band, and then we got another guest coming up, Jen Potter, right after this from the PSL Band.
Once in a lullaby. Bad bet, baby, bad bet. I said somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue. that you dare to dream really do come true. Where above the city tops remind me where troubles melt like lemon drops away above those chimney tops. That's where you'll find me somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can I?
Oh, that's just awesome. Gary Hardy, the PSL Band. All right. Couple of shout outs here tonight. You know who's watching? Chops' better half, Nicole Turner, looking in tonight.
Oh.
We have Michael Consatia. We mentioned him already. Roger Brightman and Craig Martman couldn't make it here, but they're watching. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Bruce Sear, who says, hey, Paul, how come you got nothing to say about the Patriots? Oh.
What's there to say? And see you next season.
Ugly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this person right here is the most upbeat person I know. This is her third appearance on our show. Would you please welcome Jennifer Potter?
Yeah, I love her, Paul. I love her.
That's why we brought her back, because we love her, you know?
Yes. Oh, so happy.
So, Jen, thank you very much. You know, she describes herself as a serial entrepreneur because she's always starting something, right? You got businesses like all over the place, right?
All over the place.
How do you keep up the energy like that? Talk closer to that mic.
Talk closer.
Yes.
Absolutely. I pay other people to do it.
You got to get right up against it. There you go. I know.
I can say so many things.
Apparently you watched the show before. So the thing about Jen, right, she's so positive. She's so energetic. I see your posts all the time. You're really a motivational person. You actually speak motivationally too, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, which is really awesome. And you haven't had it so easy because you look at her, right? You think Miss Healthy, right? Run the Boston Marathon and everything else, but you've had a couple of bumps in the road. Tell me about that.
Yeah, just a few. So I just ran the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
And a few weeks ago, woo! And let me tell you, I did finish the Boston Marathon, but I like to tell everybody I am a recreational runner. So it took me twice as long as most people to finish the marathon.
That's
but I
all
finished
right.
it. I got the same trophy.
That's
so I got
okay.
the same medal.
That's all right.
But I finished it. But yeah, so 6 weeks ago, I was on a plane coming home from Texas, and I almost died on an airplane. Yeah, so it was scary. But at the same time, it was like that experience, like that life or death experience, like when is there a doctor on the plane? Yep, that was for me.
Doctor in the house.
Doctor in the house,
Yeah,
that was for me. And lucky for me, there was 2 nurses, an EMT, and a cardiac thoracic surgeon. I mean, if God was not looking over me that day, I mean,
Yeah, that's
I don't know
amazing.
what it was. Yeah, we almost had to do an emergency landing. And what I did learn in Boston, if you want to get through Boston rush hour traffic, do it coming from an airplane.
With a heart attack.
With a heart heart condition. Because we got through rush hour traffic in about 10 minutes. It was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I know you knew that you had an affliction. You have an affliction with your heart. So even
Correct.
before you ran the Boston Marathon, it's something that the doctors have to keep an eye on. It's kind of a rare thing. It has a name,
so
right?
I have recurrent pericarditis, which is fun. It's 1 minute I'm fine, and the next minute I'm in the hospital. But I don't let that bother me. But I got a new diagnosis. We were talking about this
really?
earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a new diagnosis, and I thought it was very fitting for me. It's called inappropriate sinus tachycardia. Well, the inappropriate part I thought was very.
Gary has something like that, inappropriate something or other, isn't it?
Oh, I thought we weren't going to talk about that on the air, buddy.
We'll talk about that later.
Chops, why does he throw me under the bus every chance he gets? Holy mackerel. Oh.
I'm just looking over.
Minding my own business.
Just looking over there.
I'm being a good dad over here in my station, and I got to get right under the bus.
Inappropriate Gary sitting over there. I'm sorry. I
will own it, though.
I know she's such an upbeat person. Even though she's had these challenges, she makes jokes about it and stuff like that. It is kind of an interesting name that they gave it, right?
Yeah, but I learned. I was actually at the doctor with my best friend. She came with me, and as soon as the doctor said inappropriate, she snorted, and the doctor was very serious when he was talking, and I laughed. And he's like, well, what's so funny? And she's like, well, if you know anything about her, that is fitting. And I was like, this is fantastic. What does that mean? He goes, it actually means we have no idea what's wrong. So that was fun. So
crazy,
right now
I know.
we're trying to figure out what's wrong, like what's causing it. But I literally just sitting here, my heart rate jumps to like 180 for no reason.
That just
whatsoever.
happened now?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, sorry.
Paul,
That's-
it's because of you.
As soon as I sat in your presence.
Paul thinks it's because of him. Paul thinks it's because you're
It
his
is,
president.
No, I'm just asking the question. I don't know.
Cheese and crackers. Inappropriate
Her heart-
bad bed is what Paul suffers
Her
from.
heartbeat just went through the roof. Just
Through the roof.
It's not because of you, Paul. It's
When
because
Gary
of me and
comes
Chuck.
over, it goes
It
through the
is.
roof.
I mean, the way that you sung that song, that is my favorite song.
Is
so-
it really?
Yes,
Aw.
yes.
Oh, nice,
And
nice.
see, Paul.
Yeah,
See, you
that's
don't.
what you guys are right.
See, Paul, you don't have to try too hard. You don't try too hard.
So what kind of things are you working on right now as far as, businesses and things that you have kind of on the agenda?
What am I not working on? It's funny.
Oh.
Someone actually asked me when I met them earlier. They're like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "That's an open-ended question because it changes." So right now, I'm still working on a few of the businesses that I currently own and operate, and I'm actually doing a women's conference in March. So March 7th of 2024, we're doing a women's conference.
Can I go?
So, absolutely. Yes, it is a women's conference, but everyone is invited. Yay!
Oh,
so,
cool, yeah.
Yes. It's going to be amazing.
Well, we can learn. The men
Yes.
can learn from
You
the
need
women,
to-
right? Is that right?
exactly,
Yeah, we can
exactly.
pick up a few things,
Absolutely.
as far as how women
I
think
mean,
and things like that.
Listen, it's a great spot. If you're single, there's going to be a lot of women there. I mean,
Oh, Gary can go, and
That's right.
and Patty, that's and David Spencer.
See,
We got a few single people floating around here.
I'm
Hey,
there.
Patty,
I'm
you
there.
can go with me. Patty, you can ride with me, all right? Hey, you and I
So,
just might end up together. Who the
anything
hell
in terms
knows?
of you got a new business that you're starting, but you don't want to talk about it quite
Yeah,
tonight.
I'm not talking about it just yet.
I thought we were going to break the news right here
I
on
know, not
Paul
yet,
Santos
no.
live show, no?
Next time.
But when it does, you're going to call us and we're going to bring you back, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, tell me,
Fourth time's a charm.
what's your mindset about staying upbeat? How do you do it, and why do you think it's important?
Well, I mean, it's really important to stay so positive because I woke up. I mean, the biggest thing for me, every morning I wake up and I'm like, yay, I woke up. I actually wake up in panic. I feel like I have PTSD, so it's like that moment, like I catch my breath and I'm like, oh, I'm awake. And then I'm like, oh, I'm awake. And, right? I'm awake. Funny, not funny, right? But it is one of those things that is funny because for me, it's, when I wake up, it's like I can live an absolutely miserable life or I could be happy. Nobody wants to be miserable, so
right.
I choose to be happy every day.
That's
so
right.
it's hard.
That's right. Let's hear it.
Can I just
Well,
say-
if you
can I
want to
just-
be miserable,
Can I just say that I'm going to say this on the air.
Oh, no.
For all
I'm
the world
so
to see.
nervous.
I have such a crush on you, I can't stand it. And then when I realized
You just said she's married.
well, she's
You're married, right? How long you
Yes,
been married?
There's plenty of room.
Are you? How long you been married?
crap, 11 years.
See,
I've been married.
I got her thinking about
Yeah.
it.
She thought
No,
happily
actually-
married, or
Actually, you know what? Yeah, you know what? It's funny.
Not
when
yet. She said not yet. I still have a chance.
No, but there's no. It's funny because the first thing I thought of, I don't know if you know this, but my consulting firm.
Yes.
My logo is a pineapple.
Oh, see, now
Why
who
is
said
that?
Something about a pineapple. My
Yeah,
neighbor
you know
said
what?
something
It's a
about it.
pineapple, and someone asked me why is it a
upside
pineapple?
down?
Not currently. Not.
But why
not-
is it a
not-
pineapple?
Not currently.
No, my neighbor said something about the pineapples, and I thought he was kidding with me. He's like, "Oh, you're a swinger?" I
Wow.
said, "I'm a swinger. I'm single."
So
But
it's
he said,
funny.
"You
Look,
put a
look, look.
pineapple
I
on
have
your front
pineapple
lawn."
earrings.
Yes, I see that.
So sometimes they flip them upside down, and my swinger friends, they're like, "So is today the day?"
So it's the real thing then.
Wait a minute.
It's not true.
You have swinger friends?
I have lots of swinger friends.
Oh, you have swinger friends.
And let me tell you, when I put the pineapple as the logo, I learned so many more who are swingers. Like people
All right.
are like reaching out to me. They're like, "Wait a
Hang
minute,
on a second.
do you have something to tell me?"
We're running out of time, but Chops, can you book her to come back for a fourth time? We have some.
She's done. We want her on every week. Bring
I-
her on
I
every
have-
week. Yeah,
I have some-
every week, right?
Being at a,
Come on, Miss Porter.
You
Mrs.
know-
Porter, we want her on every week, Mrs. Porter.
hey, being an attorney, I have some follow-up questions, Your Honor,
Yeah, stop
on
dropping
redirect.
They're dropping the attorney thing when he's like the last resort.
Can I get some redirect here, Your Honor? I have some follow-up questions here. Well, anyway, you said that sometimes you get stressed out. You're sitting here, you're feeling very calm, you're very
feel
happy.
great. I feel great.
You never felt better in your life, right?
Never felt
Okay.
better in my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Potter! How about coming back to our show again real soon?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
We'll be right back with Chops, who's going to finish the night with a big, big song. Stand by. Don't go anywhere.
just a Saturday dance. Her birthday crowded the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much more. Started to roll. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, thank you. Might have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you. Paul doesn't get around much anymore.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Except for Mikey B's right now, ladies and gentlemen. Gary and Artie and the PSL Band. Gary's always trying to change my mind about that, but you know.
I am. It's true. I'll get you there sometime. I'll get you there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my good friend and a great singer, and he's a big part of our show. We couldn't do this show without him. Ladies and gentlemen, world-class vocalist and entertainer, Chops Turner!
Shabby!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for them all. Come on, y'all. What a show, huh? Give it up. Oh, don't leave me alone, lonely girl. Ooh, oh, hey, 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 little Stevie Wonder. Oh, so long for this night I pray that a star would guide you my way to share with me this special day. It's a ribbon in the sky for our love. If allowed, may I touch your hand, and if pleased, may I once again, so that you would understand. It's a ribbon in the sky for our love. Do 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 do. Ladies and gentlemen, on saxophone, Mr. Ali DeMello. This is not a coincidence, then far more. This is Chops Turner's lucky chance. But what it is, that was always meant. It's a ribbon in the sky for our love. Love we can lose with God on our side. We'll find strength in each tear we cry. From now on, it will be you and I. Ribbon in the sky, ribbon in the sky, a ribbon. And ribbon, it's a ribbon thing. Ribbon, ribbon in the sky for our love, yes. Mr.
Chops Turner, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was fantastic. Hey, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our guests tonight. How about singer Dave Spencer? Thank you so much for coming. How about the fantastic comedy of Patty Gould? And of course, last but not least, she's Miss Motivation herself, Jen Potter. Shout out to comedy director Allison Dyan. And I'm looking around here tonight. Special shout out again to Nate Case, who made it down here. Spent a little time in the hospital along with the beautiful wife right here. Thank you very much, Grace, for coming down. Juicy Brucey and Marianne here tonight. Let's see, looking around the room. Who else we got over here? Crazy Casey's here tonight. Hey, how about Annette? Hey, Annette, thank you for coming down. All right, and of course, world-class vocalist and entertainer Chops Turner. Thank you so much for being here. And Audie DeMello, the PSL Band. You can watch the show bi-weekly, Sunday mornings at 10:30 on ABC 6. And this very show and all of our shows are on every single Wednesday night, Channel 95, Comcast, Greater New Bedford area. Next week, we'll be right back here in Mikey B's. We have Nick Vieira, Smokin' Joe Holden, and a female bodybuilder. You're going to love her. Her name is Chantal Souzer. I'm Paul Santos. Don't forget to laugh. And have a great night, everybody!